Okay, Aditi, so welcome to Ronversations, Conversations with Ron.
Yeah,
right. And also welcome to Talk 100.3. That's the radio station where I do my show.
Okay, nice.
Okay, so when they approached you with this show, what was the thought that came into your mind?
Then I don't want to do it.
I heard that. Yeah, why would you not want to do it?
Because I was back-to-back shooting Tamil and Tamil film and a Telugu film, and I was shuttling between Chennai and Vizag.
Yeah.
And I had so much pending work because of lockdown.
It was only time, or you had some other reservations?
It was a combination actually of it. Time is quite often like
The practical problem.
Yeah, the practical problem, but I also had the other reservation, which I said I'm very like honest like that, and I don't like to keep people hanging.
Yeah.
My thing was, why are we remaking Mughal Azam?
Yeah, like how can you do that? Like,
yeah, it's like sacrilege.
Yeah.
Please, let's not touch it. And then the team, the creative team, which is the director and William, the director Ron and William, the writer, and Simon, they actually said, we have to meet you.
Yeah.
And then, and I really, like, I genuinely don't like to keep people hanging, and especially, like, you know, people who बहुत प्यार से लोग, you know, काम करते हैं, हाँ. And आपके बारे में सोचते हैं इतना, मतलब it's so much love, and it's, you know, so I was like, okay, I have to make this happen. And when I was in town next, what happened?
No, I'm just making sure. Sorry.
No, it's okay. So when I was in town next, I did this meeting with them, and I just like loved their vision. And I really liked them, and I was kind of looking forward to working with them. And
you shuffle your dates and everything.
Yeah, I mean, also their dates changed, and I also realized that they were not making Mughal Azam.
Yeah.
And it was a very different perspective.
The story of three brothers.
It's actually a family drama.
Yeah, it's a family drama.
With Anarkali thrown in for chaos. So it was more that, and I realized that, okay, this is very different. But I was still a little tentative.
Yeah.
But I feel somewhere, because they were so stubborn and didn't take no for an answer, and they were like, we will only do this with you. They had watched Padmavat actually, which is why I think they just had it in their
connection.
head.
And also, plus you are from a royal family. Did it help?
No, but Anarkali is not royalty.
She is not royalty, but she is surrounded by royalty.
She just wears fancy clothes.
But she's also surrounded by royalty.
Yeah. But no, of course not. I've not grown up at that time.
I know you've had a very regular upbringing.
Yeah. But honestly, all these things are just about listening to your director.
Right.
It's not about where you're from.
Connection hai. You are doing so much royal stuff. You're doing this, then you did Jubilee, then you are doing Hira Mandi. Like continuously.
Ask the directors, na.
कुछ तो है आपके फेस में रॉयल ऐसा जो every director wants to do.
This is a compliment only, na. I'll take it as a compliment.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'll take it as, having said that, like, I love different kinds of work, and I do it also. मेरे को actually Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam में बहुत अलग तरीके की फिल्में मिलती हैं, but at this point in Hindi I've been mostly doing a lot of period work.
बस आप बता दो आज के क्या करना है आपको? Do you want to be this wacky girl who is like completely like
a goofball?
Either a goofball or somebody like...
See, I'll tell you. जो आपको blessing में मिलता है, you should accept it, and I love it, and I accept it.
But
because
you go out in the universe.
हाँ, but because there are not many people who get an opportunity to play these kinds of parts.
That is also true, yeah.
And वो, I guess, सब लोग accept नहीं करते.
Right.
So if I'm being accepted like that, I'm very grateful. I get to work with a lot of incredible directors because of that. But having said that, मुझे कुछ मतलब फन भी करना है. अभी मैं तमिल तेलुगु bilingual जो कर रही हूँ, that is very, very, very different.
Okay.
Very different.
I'm sure you'll come back to Dubai for that. We'll talk about that. But when I was reviewing this show, now when I was watching it before the entire world saw it, I saw the director's name Ron Scalpello, and then I found out that he's a Brit. तो कैसा था, like, you know, being directed by a Brit who you would think that he may not know so much about the ethos of India and.
But you know, it's like somewhere, of course, that is true. They are dependent on us for the you know, the art, the aesthetic, the whatever.
Language.
Yeah, they're very dependent on the team that they get. But having said that, you realize, and I've always felt this when I've worked, and I've worked in multiple languages, is that the films that we make, they're about feelings. It's about making people feel something, and feelings don't have language, you know. And you know, for how many like decades we've seen directors working in languages that they don't know, actors language working in I'm doing that, languages that they don't know well, etc., etc. So it's really about making a place in somebody's heart. And even with Anarkali, honestly, I mean, after I said yes and I did it, when I was shooting, I didn't feel that pressure
Yeah.
because you're playing a girl, you're giving it, whatever you need to give it at that point.
Yeah.
And I had, in fact, spoken to them about making her a fearless girl rather than a tragedy.
Tragedy.
Queen, And I was like, here is a girl, she's locked up since she was 12 years old, she's been violated, but she still hopes and dreams of freedom and love, and she stands up to her love knowing she'll get the worst punishment. That takes a lot of courage.
Yeah. And she had that agency, I guess.
Yeah, so I said,
this Anarkali did.
Yeah, so I was like, why can't we make her that? And they were so open to it. And I'm so grateful for that, honestly. So I would say that, it really doesn't matter where anybody is from.
Ron, kuch to connection hai. So, when I was writing the reviews also, both 3.5 stars out of 5.
Bas.
That's a very good
I'm joking.
rating.
I'm joking.
Yeah, but my first headline was that factually questionable but very intriguing drama. Because like you said, they made those tweaks and all that. And the second one was equally royal and blood soaked, like something like that.
That is also true.
That's also true. Yeah. So reviews are a part of your life as an actor. So do you read them? And what's the worst and the best review or the line that you've heard or read?
I do read them.
Anything that has stuck to you?
I wish you would ask me these questions closer to the release of certain things.
That time you remember.
Yeah. I do remember, and I do read them very seriously. But somewhere, I also feel that I do have a lot of qadar for reviewers, as I have for audiences. But I also feel like sometimes personal preferences
do come into picture,
and also there's a kind of sometimes a very myopic way of looking at certain things, and you just kind of brush certain things aside, and sometimes that I feel like that's possibly not so. I'm not saying that nobody needs to get a pat on the back for being hardworking, but the same things that you excuse in other places, I'm like what is this, why is it like that? But having said that, I do give importance to reviews. I do remember them at that point, and after some time I just But the things that I do feel that I need to work on, I do. But then you also have to take constructive criticism for people you really respect.
Yeah.
Whose opinion you respect.
So you read mine and then you tell me what you respect or not.
Yeah.
You started on a very unconventional note. You started with a character actor. Mostly, especially in Bollywood, we all know from Delhi 6. How difficult was it to break into the mainstream after that?
See, honestly, I wasn't an actor then. So because I wasn't an actor then, I didn't even think about it. It was literally like, oh, somebody needs me. Okay, I'll go. It was like that. But I think when I started with Sudhir sir's film, that was, I would say that was unconventional because that was my first proper film, and I had done one Tamil film before that, but I was still studying. I was a dancer, and that was a double role. And it was in a language that I didn't know, and the entire film rested on my shoulders. So from there, I did Ye Sali Zindagi, which was about two couples.
Yeah.
But I didn't look at it that way. And I feel like a lot of people in my generation have kind of not done very conventional things.
The line in terms of...
and also I feel like in our time, it's okay, so if you see like a Natalie Portman or a Brad Pitt, they'll work with a legendary director for one scene.
Yeah.
And why shouldn't we do that?
Bollywood mein things are now changing, but when you started it was...
So I think it kind of changed, because suppose me, Pari, there's so many people actually, Adi, so and more, many more who kind of...
Bhumi. All of those.
Who did unconventional things when they started, etc. And I think from the time that we started, 2011-12, that's when things started changing, including the look of a heroine, so I used to I used to not like wearing heels, and I used to like to wear sneakers and no makeup, and people would be like, but you have to dress like a heroine. But I've seen that with my growing up in the industry, that today it's fine. I roam around without makeup all the time, and I roam around in sneakers even though I'm a small person.
You look good anytime. Yeah,
no, but I'm just saying, so it's like we live the change that we want to see, and we believe in it, so we do it. and
Great.
things
Okay.
change.
I know you said that nobody without a game should come here, so I've got a small game. I know they are flashing time at me, so very quickly, it's a very quick game. It's called Word to Word. I play with all the
I
celebrities.
also want to say one more thing.
Yeah.
I also want to say that, honestly, if it, like in my mind, I always believe that, and I've done films where I've, like suppose Meherunisa, I've been there maybe on screen for 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I've done Katrivali Day, which is the entire film is me and Karthi. It's a love story. And I feel like whether you're on screen for 25 minutes or 2 hours, you have to be the heroine of your narrative.
Of that time.
And you have to sit in the audience's heart. And if you make a difference to the story, and if you're the heroine of the narrative, you
will make that.
Yeah, you will make a
Even
connection.
for that matter, in Taj, your screen time is pretty less. I mean,
Compared to the boys. Yeah.
So Word to Word is a game. I'll tell you a word. जो भी word पहले दिमाग में आता है बोल देना आप. Don't do what you did with Akanksha. Okay.
What did I do with Akanksha?
Like you guys went on this discussing. So we're not discussing this. Quick, फटाफट एकदम. Okay, first
I'm
word.
too tired to do this. Okay.
अरे हो जाएगा. My questions are like that. Aditi Rao Hydari. What comes to your mind when I say Aditi Rao Hydari?
Goofball.
Taj.
Royal.
Z5.
Massive.
Most annoying interview question. आपको कैसा लग रहा है?
आपके काम की बहुत तारीफ हुई है, आपको कैसा लग रहा है?
I knew it. The one thing you love about being on the set.
I love being on a set with like amazing directors and amazing like DOPs and like legendary people, because then you get to learn from them. And I literally like follow them around watching what they're doing.
I did 2 serials when I was young, and I used to love the smell of the sets.
What?
Yeah, the
No,
smell of the sets.
I do not like the smell on set.
Your 4 AM friend in Bollywood.
In Bollywood?
नहीं है तो ना बोल दो चलेगा.
No, there are people I can call, but I'm not awake at 4 a.m. Who am I going to call?
If you had to be बाबा, कुछ emergency हो गई, किसको कॉल करोगे आप?
I can call Patra.
Patralekha. Okay. The one project you regret missing out on because of whatever reason. You
No.
didn't miss out on any project ever?
I can't think of anything that I missed.
Okay, the one project you regret not missing out on. चलो ये तो बोलना पड़ेगा.
Because ऐसे कुछ याद नहीं आ रहा.
You are very diplomatic. Huh?
No, I just throw out things that
Chalo,
don't matter to me.
Simple. The last film you saw in the theater.
PS1 and PS2.
Oppenheimer, Barbie, nothing.
No, I've been
PS1,
shooting.
you were only there, na, in the movie.
That's what everybody thinks. I was not there. in
But
the
you
movie.
gave the voice. Okay,
So that does mean I was there, na?
kind of.
I was there in the dubbing theatre.
Social media to you is?
Social media to me is
Yeah.
a double-edged sword.
Trolls?
No, not at all. They don't matter.
Okay. Malayalam, Hindi, Tamil or Telugu, who pays the best?
What?
Which industry pays the best? चलो जल्दी से बता दो.
Sandy?
Okay, where do you enjoy the most?
These are all wrong questions.
Okay.
What do you mean? You can ask me who's my favorite director. That I'll tell you.
Okay, who is your favorite?
Mani sir and Sanjay sir.
Okay, chalo. I'll make do with that.
Now Vikram sir.
What comes to your mind when I say Dubai and Mumbai? Khatam.
What?
What comes to your mind when I say Dubai
Dubai is chutti time.
and Mumbai?
Work.
Work time.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. What's your experience on Ronversations been like? This is one word.
Very difficult questions. Oh God.
Okay,
And with
I
a
didn't
gun to
expect
my
that.
head.
I didn't expect. Okay, just last the endorsements. If you can just say I'm Aditi Rao Hydari and catch me on Ronversations with Ronak.
Okay. Where am I looking?
Here.
Okay. Hey, this is Aditi Rao Hydari. Catch me on Ronversations with Ronak.
This is
That
my-
is a tongue twister.
This is my first endorsement. I don't even ask us to do that. Can
I remember my lines very well. These are very tough. Yeah. What is this numbers? I'm dyslexic. हाँ बोलो.
And the last
फिर से
station
बोलना
is,
है?
नहीं, the last
हाँ.
station is Talk 100.3.
So mean.
That's where I do my show.
Hi, this is Aditi Rao Hydari and you're listening to me on Talk
100.3. I'm going to be killed. Talk 100.3.
Okay, 1 second. Hi, this is Aditi Rao Hydari, and you're listening to me on Talk 100.3. Listen, people are bad at math, numbers. You can't give them like 3.256,
I know.
8,
You're
9,
not the only one. It happens with all
10.7.
this task, Baba. You're not the only one.
Confusing.
I know, but Dubai mein hi chalta hai. Like, you can't say Big FM.
That's
Talk
why I
FM.
said
You have to say
toughest.
the frequency name. People forget otherwise.
Fine.
Anyway, thank you so much.
Thanks.
I was more difficult than Ron Scalpello, I guess. Yeah.
But abhi itne reviews
I know.
padke na
But
mere
our reviews come the first always, and both the shows, I think both the seasons, I loved it.
read them and see what you said.
Read it afterwards. Good. Just check if that recording is coming. I'll just record from here. Okay.
Actually, बहुत इसका काफी time हो गया. I can't be immediately. I can't remember.
Kiska?
I mean, this it's.
And we share the birthday also. I'm trying to get October.
What are you seeing?
Yeah.
Scorpio.
So you want to just clip it and hold it. Split it.